Awesome. Well, I'm Mark Pereira from TrustRadius, and we're talking to people who have used TrustRadius to buy business software to learn more about the ups and downs of the buying experience. So we're just looking for honest feedback about your usage of TrustRadius and the software purchasing process in general. So can you briefly describe your role in your company?
Okay, this is Sakshi Kalia. I'm from India and I'm working with Bolt Technologies and I'm into software engineering role. So my role precisely is to, develop a software and mostly to test it. So kind of an engineer role, engineering into.
Perfect. And then how long have you been using TrustRadius to make software purchasing decisions?
So it's not quite long, but mostly 8 months long.
Okay. And then when making a purchase decision for software, what is the size of a typical buying committee for you? How many people are you collaborating with in this process?
So mostly we bought a software in like past 2 months only. So the number of people using it, considering the whole company size, is around 10,000 plus. So mostly people will be using it.
Okay,
We're still
perfect.
in the development stage currently, but yeah, it's not the final number.
And then as far as the people who are actually making the purchase decision, how many people are involved in that process? Is it just yourself, or how many people are consulted in order to make that decision?
Okay, so you're asking me the exact number. So I would say about 10 people. Yeah,
Okay,
mostly.
perfect. And then how do you use TrustRadius to help you in that purchase process?
So mostly I was searching for a software, to purchase from a company and came across on Google only. I was just searching through, the pros and cons of the software and how people are using it. So I came across your Trust Radius and found quite a few, reviews on your posted on your website, and then they were quite helpful for me, like getting to know the software and what would be the average cost of it and how people are using it, what are the pros and cons and everything. So initially I was just looking into the software to use it, and then initially uh, persuade my company to actually we should start using it for our own development purpose. So mostly I showed them the screenshots, some of the snapshots of the reviews posted on the Trust Radius. So this has been my journey so far with Trust Radius.
And then can you describe a time when information from TrustRadius directly influenced the software that you chose?
Okay, so I chose the software name Mokoon. That's the application, which is like helps us to how do I say, helps us build a mock server for my third party server. Just to mock the third party servers. So I was using it quite a different tools like Postman also, sorry, Postman also, and a few different tools also, mock servers. So they had a few limitations to use, and they had also some licensing and all of that stuff. But with this particular Mockun, so I was just looking for some suggestions, how to use it, how people are paying for it, and how people are using it on a monthly basis, how they're paying it. So just came across these reviews posted on Trust Radius as well as few other sites as well. So but the reviews were very genuine posted on the Trust Radius, and then I was actually talked to my senior management, to talk them into this particular to buy this particular software for my company.
So you mentioned other review sites. What other platforms like TrustRadius have you used, and how would you say TrustRadius compares to those?
So I have also been to LinkedIn, where people have posted some smaller reviews, and apart from that, I have also been to G2 sites, which are who are actually creating software reviews, and they are actually helping us to post the reviews for the software that we're using. So I had been there also, but I did not find quite a lot of reviews posted on their side. Plus there were very limited number of softwares posted there. Like I couldn't find Mokoon reviews per se, because it's very new still to the market. So yeah, so for Trust Radius I could actually find it.
Okay. And then when looking through review sites, what all do you take into account? Do you look at the product scores? Does the content quality matter to you? Depth of content? What are the things that are important to you on these sites, like TrustRadius?
Actually, okay, yeah. So mostly whenever I am, looking for a software review, so mostly I am into pros and how people have been using it. Like, what is the ease of usage of the product? Second, like where have they implemented that particular software? What kind of difficulties they have faced with the product so far. Like there have been so many situations where I've got stuck with some of the other user difficulties. So I actually go back to the same reviews and check, if people have come across with the same kind of difficulty or some of the issues with the software. And yeah, like the cost of the software, how it comes about, and how many people have posted about that particular software also matters.
Perfect. And then TrustRadius features other content such as security info for products. We have videos, interactive demos. Did you use any of these features, or were you aware of them, or are these valuable to you if you haven't?
I think I have used the security features so far, but not aware of the other features like video one that you were talking about. I have not seen any of that, but yeah.
Okay. And do you find the reviews on TrustRadius to be accurate, trustworthy, and helpful?
In my case, yes, I have found them to be very relevant in my case, and then they have been very useful to me.
And then would you say that there's a time or cost savings in using the TrustRadius in that purchasing process? Or how much confidence do you have when making a decision based on content from TrustRadius?
Actually, I just made a purchase like the very first time only. Like I've just made one purchase only on the basis of the TrustRadius reviews. On the basis of that, I can say that it had been the experience had been quite, I can say, quite satisfactory for me because I was able to persuade my top level management to buy this particular software for my own use. But I am quite looking for the next few softwares, on the basis of reviews posted on TrustRadius.
And are there areas that you feel could be improved to better support your software purchasing decision, or any features or content that you would like to see added to TrustRadius?
I think like I have not still used that feature. What you were talking about the video one, I would really like people to actually explain in depth because there are sometimes we just skip the content written on the internet, and we would just really like to hear from actual people's mouths the actual how they have used it. So I think that would make it a better place.
And when making a purchase decision, do you tend to talk to the vendor themselves, deal with their sales teams, or what does that process look like for you?
So I, after seeing the reviews and finalizing on the software, I think I directly talk to the team, to the vendor team, and then they get back to us over the email or over the call. However, we approach them.
Perfect. And then, kind of putting TrustRadius aside, are there any things in that purchase process that you like or you don't like, or things you'd like to see change?
I don't think so. I have quite liked TrustRadius reviews process. So yeah, because they also offers us to uh, tell us where we have been using it, or the the minutest detail they ask for it. So I don't think so. I would like to change anything.
Okay, perfect. Is there any other feedback you have about TrustRadius or about the purchase process of software in general that you'd like to add today?
I think if we go on to the Google, we still don't find Trust Radius in the top, few websites. So I would like, if Trust Radius could be more, how do I say, it could be more easily approachable to people.
Okay, perfect. Well, I definitely appreciate your feedback today.
Okay, thank you.